really cared about this type of stuff about what's been going on with Sneako and stuff. But shoot, I ain't have nothing to react to, so I'm react to this. Let's get to the video.
Look at him scream! Look at the scream!
And this is my first Black Ops 2 commentary. My Elgato game capture was delayed and it's not gonna come for a while. I talked to him on Twitter and he sent me this gameplay. And props to you, Icon Boy, thanks a lot. And
literally crying.
Yes, let's get into it.
After 3 long and hard years, Sneako and other content creators are officially being unbanned from the platform known as YouTube, this glorious platform. And I'm not gonna lie, I understand it does feel good to be back, but there's some things we gotta talk about.
It's my whole life. My whole life's work was dedicated to this channel.
Sneako has been in a lot of our lives for a very long time, starting off as somebody who was a true YouTube artist outside of like the Black Ops commentary. He is somebody who utilized YouTube to get their arts off, their passions off, and that's why the emotions are clear as day as he gets his channel back. Young guy with a different type of passion, different type of...
I mean, no, I feel that, bro. I do feel that.
Artistic style. Turned down a Mr. Beast job after winning the competition. This is a tenured YouTuber who fell down a bunch of different paths and traps that ultimately made him spiral out of control.
You're odd. You sat on the bed while she got...
I was there too. I mean, we was both. I got up.
Were you his girl?
I was not with her.
So you just sat there Indian style with your feet
Y'all
crossed.
both just sat there.
Well, she was on top of me. She was like, she was on, and I was just like, not with it. And I saw her, and she was like, eh. I was like, that. And I just left the room, and then she left too. Like, luckily, I thought she was gonna stay there.
Dog. Why you leave the room?
But I couldn't. Like, it was. I was literally having PTSD watching that. I was like having war flash. Like, I just started. Could not do it. Could not do it.
So did that get you out of your cheating ways?
What position?
No, it was missionary. Missionary legs up. Like,
Bro, what? Bro, I'm already yeah. What the fuck they got going on in this interview, bro? Is this shit an interview?
Missionary legs up.
Legs up. Yeah.
Oh no! That's such a
Was he staring at her like in her eyes?
Yeah, like deep eye contact.
Oh no!
Deep eye contact. Yeah.
Side and blue.
And she grabbed it. She's like, I want you to me. I was like, whoa.
What?
Whoa.
With the toes like this?
The toes?
Yeah.
Was
like,
your toe
she had her
curling?
legs straight up. If the toes ever curl.
I think I saw a little arch. There was a little arch in the toe. And yeah.
Shout out to the Peer-to-Peer podcast for honestly a top 5 internet moment on this side of the internet. Now, after the clip seen around the world where Sneako admitted to cucking out in the relationship, he went down honestly one of the worst paths in the world. He went down the red pill arc, the misogyny arc, the race.
Yeah, bro. That nigga Sneako has been through so many arcs on YouTube. Like earlier, I said I ain't really care about the controversial. Like, I ain't really care about what's been going on with this man, bro. But I'm not gonna lie. I seen the titles. I like seeing this man, and I don't know. I seen people making multiple situations of this dude. Like, bro, that shit. But what I've been seeing on my YouTube recommendation page when people make videos about Sneako, bro, that man's been through so many arcs. I'm not feeling lie to you. Like, that man's been through too many arcs.
This arc, the xenophobic arc, the extremist arc. He went down every single bad arc that you could possibly get into, which ultimately led him to the COVID misinformation and disinformation arc that ultimately would leave him banned. Most people...
So one thing I do remember is when this man was beefing Moist Critical and stuff, and he tried threatening him with that gun. I'm like,
probably forget, but Sneako did some pretty disgusting things on his path to being banned. Things that kind of should have stopped. He even got warned to, but this is pretty nasty. I understand why he got banned.
How many genders are there in your mind?
Infinite.
That's so dumb. It's got infinite genders. You just got no personality.
Who broke Sneako's heart? It's not that my heart got broken, it's that all of you are annoying. All women say the same nonsense. All of you.
and that's all I'm saying, bro. If he would have gotten banned from YouTube like years back, bro, I don't. Well, it probably was like literally just like 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, while he was going through all these type of controversies and stuff like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe people would have, been like, oh yeah, Sneako got unbanned and stuff, but now it's just like, bro, welcome back, I guess.
Are predictable. All of you say the same garbage, and all of you are feminists. All of you are always victimizing yourself in a world where you have all the power. You didn't break my heart. You're just annoying. You take all my time, you take all my energy, you act up all the time, you think toxic is a personality trait, so I just want you to get away from me.
When it comes to wearing masks, how do you know if that's a good idea or not?
Because if people more powerful than me are telling me to do it, I instantly don't believe them.
Okay, do you understand that that just makes you a sheep of the other herd, right?
Of what herd?
If there is yeah, I'm telling you, if there is a shepherd and he says all the sheep go left, you can either choose your own path or you can go right because he told you to go left. You understand? You're being just as controlled, right?
So who's controlling me?
The people that you don't like. When you do the opposite of what they say, they have just as much control over you as they do the other people.
Because my whole life I've not been wearing a mask. So
how do you determine? How do you? Well, I'm asking you a question. How do you determine?
That's not following anybody.
You are. I'm asking you a question. How do you determine whether or not you should wear a mask?
Because I like breathing. I don't want to cover my face. I like to talk and I like to hear.
You can breathe with a mask on. You don't have. Do you see? Hold
worse.
on. Yeah, okay,
worse.
so it's not
and
worse.
It's annoying and it makes me sweat and it's uncomfortable. So I'm not going to put on something that makes me uncomfortable.
And like this feminist garbage hides the fact that she's attracted to that guy making the videos. It is what it is. Girls, you could vouch for it. You know it's true. She would. And you know this is true. What's so predictable?
His own chat hated on him, by the way. Like, damn, bro. That's how you know that man's been through too many arcs, bro. It's like, it feels like there's like no coming back for that. No coming back for real.
You could tell by the way she's talking that she hasn't been properly in a long time. It's been a while. So she's on the internet making this garbage video, promoting all this feminist garbage to your fucking...
Somebody even said go to bed.
Girls in the comment section.
Somebody said take wannabe. Hold on.
You really need...
Somebody said Sneako is the next Andrew Ball Taint. Did they just say taint?
Chat is some yeah, shut up with your feminism. Yeah, come here, that's what you need. And she's gonna go that's what you need some sense back into you.
Now that was probably just the tip of the iceberg, and we must remember
that
the thing
that
got him.
That was definitely a tip. I'm not going to lie.
Banned from the platform ultimately was COVID misinformation and disinformation, not necessarily the other plethora of things that he was grifting about a long time ago. And I think that's what's probably the saddest thing about this is that it was just all a grift, as admitted by Sneako himself. He acknowledged that it was a ploy to get to some money, get to some fame really, really fast, and honestly, it worked.
3 years ago, I started streaming when I realized how easy that grift was. I would spend weeks scripting, filming, and editing documentaries for YouTube that were getting demonetized, and I saw this liberal grifter react to them and make 10 times the money.
He is talented. That's the saddest part, is just like he's just using it for garbanzo.
Turns out his grift is getting rich, shitting on rich people. Genius, really.
The interesting case about Sneako here, though, is that he legitimately was somebody who was passionate about his YouTube channel. He was somebody that cared about the artistry behind making YouTube videos, content, studied some of the people that people consider to be the best YouTubers in the field, the artists in the field, or whatever the case may be. So when he did initially get banned, it was a shock to the system for him. And it wasn't a situation like Fresh and Fit or others who have been either demonetized or banned from YouTube. He actually was hurt about it.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit bummed out. I cannot show up on the emergency meeting later tonight. I was supposed to do the emergency meeting on Taste on Rumble. The reason I can't go on the emergency meeting, I'm a risk. I'm a risk to have on. I was talking to Andrew for a long time last night. That dude is saying I'm a risk.
But now, after a bunch of different changes, whether it be in the presidential cabinet, whether it be with the social ideologies that are passed around the ecosystem, whether it be different information that the CDC put out, or whether it be who spends dollars and cents where, Sneako and others are now allowed back onto the platform, erasing some of the work that was done back in 2022, 2023, 2024, with all of the bans from COVID disinformation, misinformation, and just taking some of the nasty content off the platform.
Yo, they said demons home, nigga.
Yo, demon home, demon home, demon home. Yo, Agent, bro.
How you feeling, man?
I ain't gonna lie, Agent, I don't remember last time I've been this happy.
It's so crazy because it's like, you just talking to a wall the whole time. Like, it wasn't shit, nobody was listening to you, nothing like that, but.
Bro, I was on Rumble, I stream on Party, like, bro, 3 years. Hey, Banks.
What's up, my brother?
Hey, I'm live right now. I was just unbanned on YouTube after 3 years. What should I tweet my first tweet back be?
The N-word. I'm just kidding.
It's 3 years, and especially like, you know, unfollowing and distancing to be like, okay, look, maybe I'll get unbanned after getting banned, platforming Nick. and then I post a vlog yesterday, and then I get banned the day after. It's kind of cinematic.
Yeah, it's a Groiper blessing. You received the Groiper blessing.
So I was Groiper cursed for 3 years, and then we vlogged. This is
What if you move in silence? How about that?
Oh, bro, I moved in silence for 3 years. I was banned. What are you talking about? I hate this strategy so much. Like I wasn't already silent for 3 years.
Don't fuck this one up, man, please.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That man better not, like, bro, all the marks, bro. He's in his final arc, bro. He, like, that man better be on his redemption arc this time, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie. What was happening like 2 years ago, bro? And that man was in like every single bad situation. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is dead ass his chance to make a redemption arc, bro. If he fucks this one up, yeah, it's over.
Nah. Now I got a second chance, man. I'm glad YouTube did that. And it feels good to finally be told that I was right. Like, they basically admitted I was right.
You appealed this one using the appeal program?
Nah, they DM me. I replied to their tweet today because they said they weren't going to reinstate people who are already banned. And I'm like, yo, I need my channel back. And then they said, check your DMs, and it was Team YouTube DMing me.
Now, Sneako isn't the only one who was banned and then unbanned. There's conversations to get into there. But this is a part of YouTube's effort to basically align with the pendulum swinging. It's not necessarily about picking on Sneako or any individual creator. It's more so about getting those red pill dollars back into the fold or getting them off the platform, swinging whichever way that the money really resides. If the money's more left-leaning today, then tomorrow it might be more right-leaning, and you know, we'll just keep going back and forth in an ultimate game of who's wrong today. It's strange. Now, this doesn't mean that everybody's unbanned. Everybody's favorite alpha male, Andrew Tate, tried to make his comeback to the platform, and it was swiftly kicked to the side after being hit with a ban after an hour of getting...
Damn, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It's been a minute since I heard of Andrew Tate, bro. Like, I know I just talked about somebody mentioning his name in the chat, bro. But it's dead ass been a long time since I seen somebody make or at least, yeah, seen somebody make a video with Andrew Tate or about Andrew Tate, you know?
Unbanned. People like Alex Jones and Nick Fuentes still aren't able to create content on the platform. They are just way too extreme for YouTube to decide this is somebody that should be deserving of a channel. Now, what does this all mean in the grand scheme of things? Well, for one, I ultimately do think that Sneako will change some of his rhetoric and some of his conversation. He's already acknowledged that creativity is where his heart truly lies. YouTube allows him to do things to a massive audience, be creative, and really champion some of that hard work. Unlike other platforms don't necessarily champion the hard work being put into it. Kind of like Twitter. He was on Twitter.
Yeah, I will get him that. Like, yeah, YouTube does be like that when it comes to hard work. Like, my Instagram and stuff, I was actually, my old Instagram and stuff, I was doing good on my old Instagram, but tell me why my YouTube Instagram was rising up. Now, clearly I got a new Instagram called Nothing But T4X. If you don't see it, it's going to be on the bottom left corner. But before that, though, I had another Instagram that was going up, and I would have been at like probably like 2,000 followers today. But tell me why I just get banned for no reason, and I appeal and they never bring that account back. So just like, bro, I don't know.
For a long time, and it just wasn't.
And then not only that, yeah, TikTok though. I'm not gonna lie, I may just stop doing TikTok. It's like TikTok for some odd reason just limits my views, and I don't know why. I don't never know why. It's like my views will just go to like 1,000 and then just stops it right there. Forcefully stops it. So it's just like, yeah, YouTube is the one app though that real, like, you know, it's like, yeah, what he said.
Paying, there wasn't any championing of like creative endeavors on the platform. It was just a nasty platform. Two, I think it's interesting in a conversation that a lot of people just are kind of glossing over, that these platforms make you march to the beat of their drum based off of where the dollars reside. Now, for 98% of content creators, this won't ever be a problem. Those that make cooking videos, those that make car videos, hell, even people who make videos like my videos, commentary videos where they give their opinions, won't necessarily necessarily be targeted in any moves that YouTube will make. Unless extreme things happen in this country, then maybe that's a different conversation. And I mean more extreme than the extremes that are already happening. But unless one day, you know, Heinz ketchup is outlawed in the nation, for the most part, you won't have your channel hand selected for being banned. But it still is very interesting how these platforms honestly don't stand on anything. I'm conflicted in this conversation because Sneako should be banned.
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Instagram be standing. They be standing on business, bro. Instagram, TikTok too. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But not for that reason. Not for like banning people. No. Like I said, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not cooking right now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not cooking right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I am a little sick right now, bro. I'm not cooking right now. You could just skip this segment and like just skip this by like 20 seconds or something, bro. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought I had like an idea in my head of what I was gonna say, but I don't know what I'm gonna say, bro.
Banned. Based on the letter of the law of the letter of the law, Sneako should be banned. And he should continue to be banned. Him and these other people haven't done anything astronomical to be deserved of an unban. You broke the law. It's kind of one of those situations where you did something. Nothing has changed about what you did in the past. These rules and regulations state that this is wrong and you should continue to be banned. But just because the dollars have shifted, now he can get unbanned. I'm really confused as to how he and others automatically get off the ban list other than just saying, hey, it's about the money. Do I think Sneako and others saw the green light at the end of the tunnel while they were making content in their early 20s? Absolutely. And even though it's not the same style of content, I think a lot of these other content creators who are young fall victim to losing themselves in pursuit of the almighty dollar, whether it be doing these marathon streams and, you know, shirking your friends like I've talked about previously in my Black Boy Max video that ultimately leads you to be sad, lonely, depressed, and ultimately sick behind some of the decisions that you make, or leads you down this path of finding easy ways to monetize your disgusting and divisive talking points. Things that honestly you don't believe in, but get the crowd so riled up that you can make a lot of profit off of it. Young people often find themselves losing themselves in the pursuit of money. And I don't think that this is a situation that is too much different. I'm honestly a little bit hopeful of the future that Sneako will be able to course correct and do good with his voice going forward. Does that discredit the things that he said in the past and done in the past? No. He's homeboys with Myron, Nick Fuentes, and some other very, very extreme people. He's at the forefront of being with divisive people at pivotal moments during America's history at this point. That's no small feat. Going forward, I hope that he can just use his voice and his talents to rectify any sort of damage that he's done. Otherwise, YouTube will look like more of a jackass for platforming somebody who didn't learn their lesson over the past X amount of years.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, bro. That man better be on his redemption arc and be like just just not do no bad shit. Like just be that, you know, nice guy or some shit. I don't know. But he better be on his redemption arc. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro. What was happening like 3 or 2 years ago, that man was getting into like every bad situation. And it was just like, damn, bro. And he was like the talk of the internet, bro. I'm that man, bro. But yeah, if you like the video, like, subscribe, follow my socials, and we on the road to 1K.